Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Create Astral, where today I think it is finally time to tear down this whole monstrosity and build something a little more appropriate, I guess, something better looking maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to build a proper building or maybe like just some sort of covered area, maybe with one wall or something like that, so I'm not sure yet. So what I think I'm going to start with is actually replacing some of these chests. We can still keep using chests for a while as our storage, I think, but the vanilla chests are too small, they need to go. So I have prepared a couple of sturdy chests here, and I'm gonna try to replace these. This is gonna rain items all over the place, but hopefully I'll be able to just re-input them into the system like this relatively easily. Now, really, I should probably also move everything from this chest into this chest. Don't need to worry about actually sorting the chests anymore now that we have applied energy sticks too. So I can just dump everything anywhere. And now I can break this one as well and replace it also with a sturdy one. Now I think the copper chest here can stay for now. It is substantially bigger than vanilla ones, so let's make two copper ones, upgrade them to sturdy, and bam, bam, there we go. Way more space now, so that should be good. And now I think I can get to actually tearing down this whole workshop area, so I'll see you when it's done, I guess. So here I am beginning to tear down the old workshop area while thinking about how to plan out the new one. So I have decided to go for sort of a area with no walls but covered with a roof and with a wooden floor as well, probably of the same wood type but a different variation. Here I am removing the melter setup to also move it to a different place after the new area is complete. And now I'm moving the crafting as well. Now I rebuilt the A2 system a few times, because I wasn't sure how exactly to do it, and yes, I just got creeper twice in a row. And after removing all the drawers, all the work is pretty much done, and I am ready to start on the actual roof. So I've decided to go for a design that is kind of flat at the back and sloping towards the ocean at the front, and that's what I'm starting to do here. Now at first I tried to go with one slab per block horizontally, but then I decided to do two because I think that would go better, a bit of a gentler slope. And as I reach the chests here, I'm stopping the slope and starting the flat part. And pretty quickly, it is pretty much all done. So next up, the floor. Now for the floor, I thought to use spruce as well, but some kind of a more interesting block, something from chipped, for example. So here I start by laying down some slabs here and then thinking about what blocks to actually do for the actual floor. So I've started putting in the melter here, and here I'm laying out a few options for the floor, and eventually I decided to go with this shifted spruce planks, I believe is what it's called. And here we are, the new and improved workshop is pretty much done. Now, maybe it doesn't look the best still, but I think I did make it a little bit more walkable, a bit more organized, I guess. Maybe not necessarily organized, but I think it's better overall. So let me give you a bit of a tour. It is now running off of the steam engine at max power. I've added a gearbox here to divert the max power to the workshop. I've also managed to figure out how to turn down the sounds of the steam engine. For some reason it falls under friendly creatures instead of blocks or environment, I don't know. And yes, I did encase this lava in this block of cobble so that it doesn't burn my roof again. So here are my chip tables for now. Crafting terminal still here. Well, I think I moved it one block down. This is a bit of a convoluted mixing setup, so the metals get mixed here, fall out into here, and then get casted into this basin and go into this little chest. And beside it is the, what is it, rolling mill, of course, I'm looking right at it. I've also made this little washing, smoking, and haunting station, which is all hidden underground with just the depots at the top. It is pretty slow though, because there's only one fan for each, but I think still it's a nice design. Now there is no blasting here because this is all wooden and very flammable. I've put the blasting over here where the haunting was before. I don't think I'll need it too much for now, so yeah, I think I'll be doing all my smelting with a foundry soon. And to see that it works, I can put some sand here, and you see it is getting washed into clay. So this is my spout setup, the basin press and the depot press. Now I did put another hopper on it, but no crude storage units this time, because I think I might actually use like an import bus from the ME system to do that. Now here are my drawers and my millstone. I didn't really find a good place for it, so it's just here for now. And the hole in the wall of drawers behind the millstone is because I think I'll put a drawer controller there, or whatever it's called in this version, a drawer access point maybe, I think, and I'll connect it to the system as well, so that it'll be all accessible together. Now here's the melter setup. I've also made a cast chest to store all the casts, and there is now this pump that I can turn on to send all the contents to the spout. It's pretty nice, I think. The clutch is a really good block and crate. Now back to the drawer access point. To make that I actually need some cobalt, and for that I went on a little mining expedition to the moon to get some cobalt. Ended up getting a buttload of Certus, some iron, raw silver. So that's pretty nice. Let's dump it all in here for now. And yeah, I decided to make an ME import bus. Maybe I won't use it right now, but I think I will use it later for this, possibly. So, to make the raw access point, yes, that is what it's called, I need to put a block of molten cobalt onto this shadow drawer. Shadow drawer is just molten tin on a regular drawer, and I have already made that. So I can just plop that in here and melt some cobalt. Now, I'm not gonna melt it all right now, probably. I'll save most of it for when I make crushing wheels, which should hopefully be pretty soon as well. So let's just melt one block's worth of it. That is gonna be more than one block, because, of course, the cobalt, or the melter multiplies the ores. But yeah, let's get that right away. Ew. And actually, while I'm making that, I should probably just get another storage bus. Another interface, yes. An interface needs more cores because... Yes, okay. So, I need another piston. You see, it's not connected right now, so I still need to grab the redstone manually and the iron. I don't know if I want to connect that iron, or I mean that chest to the system. Maybe I'll put just an import bus on that as well later, so that I can simply have that all imported into the system immediately. as it finishes casting, I'm not sure. But for now, yeah, can get our silver pressed super fast because it's now running at max speed. And our interface is ready. And yes, sticky piston, and I need another basic one now. I forgot. You can see that this is now way faster to craft than it was before manually. And there we go, another storage bus. So now I can pour the cobalt over the shadow drawer. It should be transformed into the access point. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Here's our access point. We should be able to just plop it down here and attach that bus to the back. Just like this. So now we should see if we remove all this. Yep, lapis, redstone, deep slate, everything in the system. Very, very nice. And of course we can expand the wall of drawers with more stuff if we want, and it'll all be connected automatically with just one storage bus. Very nice. And these chests are for just general storage. And yep, our clay has been made. I can just dump that in here. And these items, by the way, are in clear item frames from Hephaestus or Tinkers. And yeah, they become invisible and you put items into them, so this is a really nice way to display stuff like this. So now the next things we should focus on are electricity transmission and autocrafters. But we can also do the smeltery, the foundry. Now, let me see what the scorched stuff needs again. So nether grout is magma cream, powdered obsidian, soul sand and scoria. Now, we can actually get this stuff pretty easily if we look at scoria and at crushing. We can get magma blocks from it, which easily turn into obsidian, and magma cream. So, if we just build a scoria generator, we can get all of this other than soul sand. And soul sand is just haunted regular sand, so this is pretty easy, but I'll probably, of course, want to do the mechanical crafters first, because that is what's needed to make crushing wheels. So, mechanical crafters need precision mechanism and electron tubes. We can make electron tubes. I have now this setup for that, though that means I'll still need to mix stuff in here and then transfer it to the melter. I actually didn't make any kind of shut-off switch for this one, so it will automatically get casted into block form, which is not too bad. I can always just remelt it in the melter. Coal is basically free anyway, so yeah. I can just grab any charcoal I want from here and fuel the melter with that. In fact, let's do that right now. Bang. You can see the wood supply is holding up, so that's cool. I can take the normal coal out of here just in case we'll need it for something else and deposit it back into the system, and this is fueled with charcoal. Of course, I could also make an auto fuel, but that would be a bit too much of a hassle in my opinion. It's not like we're gonna be using the melter too much anyway, I think. So, I need precision mechanism, and for that we need to reactivate this stuff, because we only have 3 right now, and in order to make the crushing wheels, we need, this should be 21 mechanical crafters, which is 7 sets of crafters, because they are made in 3s, like this, yes. So we need 7 precision mechanisms, and we only have 3, so yeah. This does need to get reactivated, so I think what I can do is just put a long shaft from here over to there. Let me see. So, where is my max RPM stuff? It's over here, huh? Well, maybe I don't even need full speed, but... Oh, I can just drag it from these presses, probably. Just get it a bit higher up. Yeah, this is not exactly the nicest way to do it, but I think it's fine for now. Again, it's probably not a permanent thing. Now I can just search for cogs in here. And I think what I can do is just grab like a couple of cogs like this. Come on, get placed. Hello? Hello? Where's my... Okay, here we go. And now I can just extend this shaft that way. Very nice. Ah, but it's... Okay, that's a bit of a problem because it would clash with that. Of course, I could just remove this steam engine altogether. Which, yeah, I might actually do. Just get all this stuff running at full speed. Why not? So, if I get rid of this, and I put a cog on here, and here, and here, I guess? Like this. Let's see if that's spinning the right way. Well, that's definitely the wrong way, but what about these ones? Oh, I have a piece of dirt here. That's a bit of too fast to figure out what's going on, I think, but this seems to be going in the right direction. Oops, I'm on fire. Okay, let me just extinguish myself. So it looks like this is still going the right way. And the saw, I think, is still going the right way. Let's just toss a log on here. Yes. So I think all of this should be correct. So now I just need to replace these two cogs with some... Oops, I built a giant shaft over here by accident. I didn't know they worked like that. Okay. So I just need to replace this with a belt or a chain drive. Which I can do. Let me just make a couple more chain drives. And I can just search for nuggets in here. And here we go, 2 encased chain drives. That we can just put it here, and there we go. Now we can get back to making this stuff, but of course we need a lot of cogs again. And that's a lot of bronze again. Well, thankfully we should have all of that. So let's get like turn all of these into nuggets and see this system in action. So I think this doesn't even need heat. Yeah. Let me check the recipes for bronze. So yeah, there are 2 recipes with no heating required and 1 superheated. Okay. So yeah, you can see this is getting mixed, getting outputted into this, and pumped into here. Very nice. Very quick production of all that stuff. Cogwheels. And we do have large cogwheels here as well, which are, I believe, as they're just small cogwheels with this. So let's make about the same amount of them, I guess. So 24, is that okay? No, that's already too little. Okay, well, let's just go with this for now. No, that was not what I wanted whatsoever. Get back here, filter. Thankfully, I had it. Okay. And now just put a few more gold sheets in there. So let's just grab 9 for now. Let's see what we get from our gamble of... Well, that was pretty quick. I see no precision mechanisms have been made, which is strange. Don't see anything being output into here. Weird. Oh, we just ran out of dash very quickly, sorry. All the metallic stuff is in here. Yes. Let's get this dash in here. Now, that's production. Okay. Huh. Looks like we still didn't get a single one. Wait, what? Oh, it's just all incomplete in here. Okay. So yeah, I guess we don't need more andesite alloys. So let me get some of that. So I've added this little guy here to catch all the excess andesite dust that's been produced here. Well, not all of it, but just up to 1 stack. So that I can just grab it at any time and use it to get some more andesite alloy. So what I can do here is throw that all in here. That very quickly makes it into a block of compressed andesite, which I can throw in here, along with a zinc ingot and a block of clay. And now just give the burner a plank here, and it makes me a bucket and another third of a bucket of this compound mixture, which immediately casts into the block of andesite alloy. And I do this 2 more times and I get an extra block for free, basically. So, let's get some more cogs. Ooh, 27. That's maybe a bit overkill even. Yeah, we only have 4 left here, so I'll need to craft more of the big ones. Yeah, somehow still not a single precision mechanism made. I guess I underestimated a bit just how much I need of that stuff, so yeah. Let me just get this build up a bit more, and I'll make some more andesite alloy and some more bronze, and I'll get back to you. Now that I think about it, why don't we just get another stone growth chamber to grow straight up andesite again? Because that would be a lot more convenient. I should probably build it closer to here. Maybe just somewhere like behind the workshop. Ooh, it's a pillager patrol. Let's get him. Oh, I don't have any shield or anything, so... Aha, yeah, look at them. Gonna shoot. Yep, they shot their own captain. Now I can just finish them off. And yeah, I switched back to this sword. It's actually very nice because it has a much higher attack speed. And since it does have Smite 3 on it, it actually kills the Lunarian shooting guys with only 2 hits, which is very nice. If you can get close to them quickly, you can take them out very easily. So, oh, I was actually going to build a stone growth chamber here, so let's just do that. Maybe right here next to the water wheels. So we need this. Need some glass and some lava. Yeah, I forgot about that. So glass, let's take that back. Let's take our 8 pieces of glass. And I'll need to grab a bucket of lava from our lava production here. Since this is always full, I can just always grab a bucket from here. Just like this. Plop it in the middle. Cover up the top. This shouldn't burn down my trees because it's all contained, in theory. And here we go. Andesite. No, that's much better. Can still throw this stuff in here. Oops, it made polished andesite. That was an accident. But now I can throw just like this. Get my 2 compressed andesites. It's still the broken tooltip for some reason. It should probably be fixed in the next update. But for now, I'll give you another plank. And we got our full whole bunch of this. compound mixture. 3 more blocks. Very, very nice. Now let's see how many cogwheels we can make from that. So, bronze. That's not much bronze, but okay. Let's go up to 42, I think. And now I can do this, and yeah, out of bronze, so I will make some more. So 22 more large cogwheels acquired. So let's see if we can finally make something here. Okay, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Very nice. It looks like we got lucky on all of them, pretty much. No, okay, we got 1 golden sheet and 1 shaft in here, so did have some failures, and we are out of all the cogwheels again, but we do have exactly the amount of mechanisms we need. So now let me grab a block of gold and a block of copper, and with that we should be able to make some rose gold. So let's check the recipes. And I'm making it because, of course, we do rose quartz with rose gold to make the electron tube. And the rose gold is... yes, nuggets when heated. So let's do this again and feed it. Very nice. I love these animations for the mixer, one of the very cool parts of the create mod. Let's keep feeding that so it doesn't end like it did just now. And yes, block of rose gold here. Now we can melt that back in the melter and turn on this. And grab our rose quartz. We only have 3. Let's actually make more right now. And I need some sandpaper, so can now just do this. And it's crafted automatically from our system, very nice. And I can just polish it. Very nice. The spout is full. And now just place this here. And they all get made. Very nice. Pretty streamlined production we have now compared to what it was before, I would say. Okay, 9 electron tubes done. Do we have any brass casings? Yes, we do. Very nice. So I can just do mechanical crafter, bam, and bam, 21. Test completed. Now we actually need to get the advancement for getting them working. So where should we place them? Imagine if I connect it to the max speed, it will immediately jump the consumption of stress units massively. Let me think where I should put it. Somewhere in this convoluted mess? Or no? Well, I probably don't need it at full speed, so I can put it somewhere back here, for example. Yeah. Will it work if I do it like this? Yes, it's connecting. Okay, automated assembly, done. Very nice. This is still a really weird place to put it, so I'll probably... I have cogwheels right here, why not just do this? It's gonna be nicer, I think. So just... Oh, not the grape seeds. Just like this. Bam, 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 bam. And now onto the 3rd level. Oops. Bam, 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 bam. And the final 3. And now we've got our crushing wheel production station. So let's make it so they all go into one place. Probably something like... Oops, like this. And now these all just go forward. Ooh, skeleton. Oh, I thought I would dodge it all, but no. Okay. Let me sleep to get rid of the monsters. I'm kind of not noticing the night anymore. That's kind of dangerous. So, oops, 3 right in my face. So, if we get it all like this, that should be good. Now all of this will flow into this one place. We could put something like a depot to house the finished items. Probably should have automated the production of andesite casings a while ago, but I'm just too lazy for that. So, depot. Ah, Creeper. Now let's see if we can take him out with this sword. Ah, it still blows up. I get too slowed down when doing this. So, crushing wheels. That needs a bunch more andesite alloy and 1 silver. Okay. I do believe I spent all of that andesite alloy on cogwheels for the precision mechanisms, so we'll need to make more, but that should not be that much of an issue anymore. Now that I have my handy stone growth chamber for the andesite, I can just throw this in here. Okay, oops. Oh, destroyed all my item frames. That sucks. But the clay is done. Okay. 3 clay blocks, exactly what we need. Oops, wrong basin. And fuel it. Very, very nice. It's interesting that the output seems to be stored somewhere in there where we can't see it, because it does spout it out after this finishes, and I don't know how exactly this works, but it does somehow. Now we can grab 1 piece of silver. Here we go. And make our first crushing wheels. So, oof, wheat seeds. Andesite alloy all around. And 4 planks. Here we go. That's fast as well. Love these animations. And yeah, crush. Completed. Now we just need another place to put them. So, how are we doing on the stress? Still almost 100,000 remaining. Very nice. Now where would I want a crushing station? This looks like an absolute mess. It's funny. Huh. Is that actually... Which way is that spinning? This way. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it is correct. So I can probably make this work somewhat. It will be a bit weird to have it right next to the bed, but I think it's okay. Let's make some chests. Oops. Another chest. No, probably upgrade one of them to something a little better. I believe copper chests are just copper ingots. How much is 1 copper chest? Well, I think I'll upgrade it to a sturdy one. And that is... I'd say that's okay for a manual crushing output, so let's get a chute. Yes, we do have those. Very nice. And this will be in the way though. But again, I guess this is a rather temporary setup, so I can just do this, 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 and this. There we go. Crushing it. But the roof does not let me put something above. Well, I guess I will break this bit of the roof. I shoot here. I will need to get up here somehow first. Okay. Crushing wheel controller, yes. And a input chest sticking out of the roof. Not great, but we can still access it from here. Guess maybe I can make some kind of change to the roof shape. But for now, this is working. So let's start by crushing all our ores probably. So 94 cobalt, 100 silver, 55 tin, and 306 iron. Oh gosh, okay. Let's grab all of this and shove it in the chest. And yes, look at all this experience and the byproducts. Okay, now what other raw stuff do we have? Dash, gold, copper, zinc, and iron that's already crushed, so let's put it into here. And all of this in here. That's proper ore processing. And now it'll be even better if we smelt all this crushed stuff in a foundry, because it gives an even bigger bonus. So with melter melting, we get, you can see 1 ingot and 3 extra nuggets in a melter, or 4 nuggets in a smelter, and it's the same in the foundry, but we also get a byproduct, for example, of half an ingot of copper for every crushed iron. So yeah, very nice. And it looks like, no, I was about to say all the crushing is already finished, but now it's finished. Look at all that iron, and quite a good amount of cobalt and the other stuff as well. Also some nuggets, interestingly, and lots of experience nuggets. Very, very nice. Well, I think this will be a good ending point for this episode. We got our nice workshop, we got our crushing wheels. Let's grab the rewards. Oh, I actually got a dash hammer head for that. Ironic, because I already made myself a dash hammer. So I guess we could use it to make a vein hammer if I really want to, though I probably won't be mining too much from now on, when I can automate all this stuff. But I'll think about it. So, crushing wheels done. Oh, we get a few crushed stuff as a reward. Also nice. So yeah, I think next time I will go into the foundry stuff, I almost called it a smelter again, and into the electricity stuff, and start getting into the tech reborn machines. So, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.